Yes, you read that right. I got a 16-inch MacBook Pro for under $200. Now, obviously, there's a bit of a story behind this, and if you've been following the channel, you might know where this comes from, but it did happen. I did get a MacBook Pro for under $200, so let me tell you how that happened. So growing up, I've always enjoyed Apple products. I've always loved how beautiful they are, how well designed they are, how they work together, the whole ecosystem idea. And so in 2018, I bought a 2018 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now actually, when the device arrived, it had a broken screen. And so I had to contact Apple. They said they'd send me one out. I could use the one until it came. They actually misspoke, and apparently I was supposed to ship it back first before they shipped the other one. So I actually waited a few extra days. But anyway, the new device came. Good screen, everything. I thought I'd be fine. I was aware of the issues that some people had with the keyboards failing, keys repeating, getting sticky, that sort of thing, but I thought, I'll be fine. This is 2018. Things are gonna be good. Things were very much not good. Only about a month into it, I started having the keyboard issues. The R key started repeating constantly. I think R, T, and S keys altogether began to have issues, and so I contacted Apple. They said they would replace it for free because it was so new that they didn't have the materials to actually do the repairs. So I drove down about 3 hours away to the nearest Apple store to get it looked at, confirmed. Then I drove all the way back home, waited 2 to 3 weeks, then drove back down and got it replaced. And that was great. They actually upgraded me. I think I got a better CPU and GPU, but I had a new computer and I thought I would be golden. Spoiler alert, I was not golden. I think it was February or March when the keyboard started failing again. But this time Apple was like, we can repair it, we can't replace it. And so I was like, fine. So I drove down again and they replaced the top keyboard case, and I drove all the way back up and I hoped for the best. And again, the best did not happen. Not only did the keyboard fail yet again, I started having weird battery issues, random power offs, things like that. And so when I went to get it repaired again, they replaced not only the keyboard, but they replaced the logic board as well as the battery. And so quite an extensive repair, and essentially I got a brand new computer inside the case of an old one. But I thought, please let it be good now. It was not good now. I had just started my first semester of college when the keyboard started failing again. And so I drove to my nearest Apple store, or actually I Ubered there because I didn't have a car, and they actually replaced the computer. I got a 2019 15-inch MacBook Pro. I think I got maybe a slight spec bump, I can't remember, but I hoped, let this be the last time. It was not the last time. Late into December and then into January, I had keyboard issues again. This time I think it was mainly the space bar, but again, the keyboard was failing on me. The new materials in the 2019 MacBook Pro weren't enough. However, I just heard about the brand new 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I was like, it's probably not gonna happen, but it'd be awesome if they would upgrade me to that since the 15 inch is no longer being made. And so I contacted Apple and drove down to the nearest Apple store, which was 3 hours away again because I was actually on winter break in Flagstaff. I went there and implored to the Apple genius, like, can you please do something? Because I've gone through way too many MacBook Pros, repairs, as well as replacements, and this just has not been working for me. The butterfly keyboard is trash. Can you replace this? And so after he went and talked to his manager, they eventually said yes. And so we walked over to the MacBook Pro section. I noticed that the specs were slightly different, where I actually wanted the i9 versus the i7, and so I got the higher base model, which cost around $200 difference, because they wouldn't let me get a more expensive computer. They would let me get the same or lesser value, but not an upgrade. And so I spent $200 or just under $200 to get the version I wanted. But good news, this computer's been fantastic. It's been a fantastic experience, especially when it comes to hardware. Keyboard, no issues at all. The microphone's amazing. The speakers sound glorious, and the display's great. Generally speaking, this has been a fantastic computer, and I'm so glad to be at the end of this crazy saga. Now, I have had a few issues with software, but that's something that can be addressed over software updates, and it's not really something to return the device or get it repaired. But yeah, it's been an amazing computer. It absolutely chews through anything I throw at it, from raw 4K footage to photo editing from my Fujifilm X-T3 to 3D renders in Blender. It's been a powerhouse. So I guess the question is, do you get a MacBook Pro today? Now, right now we're kind of on the cusp of WWDC and things are going to happen there, and I think hardware's going to be announced. But generally speaking, if you really can't wait and you need a computer, I highly recommend the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now, I can't really speak to the new 13-inch that was just released with the new keyboard and all that, but the 16-inch has been awesome. So yeah, I give the 16-inch 2 thumbs up. It is a great computer. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, put that thumbs up button. If you enjoy tech videos, cinematic filmmaking, all that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button and pop that bell. Thanks. I'll see y'all later.